Peace, collective. I'm about to start you guys this reading for the month of August. After this video, I am going to be dropping individual zodiacs. This shit low-key bright. Shoot, y'all. Sometime in August or September, y'all gonna have to get used to me wearing glasses. I'm gonna have to get used to me wearing glasses, but my eyesight is fucked. Anyways, what should we start with? This live is going to be about August monthly, as well as Lionsgate that we have coming up on August 8th. Immediately after Lionsgate, we have the full moon. I don't know the zodiac, I didn't write it down. After the full moon, the very next day, we also have Mercury getting ready to go direct. So we have a lot of back-to-back energy shifts that are going on right now. Again, we are currently in Mercury retrograde. We're in Saturn retrograde. Who do not quote me, but I do also believe that we are in Jupiter retrograde. So this is pretty much what this life is going to be about. And yeah. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to see what my son doing. You about to eat or you waiting? Okay. Anyways, this is going to go for the collective. Please check the messages as they resonate. Everything is not going to resonate with you. I don't know why I feel like I cannot get this lighting right. And I'm receiving messages. Anyways, everything is not going to resonate with you. Roles can be reversed. Thank you, Most High. Ancestors and spirits that match my intentions for allowing me to get these messages out to the collective. What do they need to know as far as the months of August? And we're going to pull some of these. Okay. Ooh. So, collective, to start you guys' reading, the overall theme I have for your message today is Be the Mountain. And with this Be the Mountain card, this card talks about being slow and steady, creating foundations, and patience being the key. Now, for this to come out, guys, with this card, I don't really feel like the slow and steady energy is something that you guys need to be acting on right now. However, I do feel like throughout the year of 2025, you guys have been in this slow and steady energy. If you guys have been following me in my posts throughout the year, you guys know I've been talking about delayed gratification a lot. That's really a collective thing for a lot of people right now. Things that come easy do not last long. Things that last long will not come easy. Understand, just because you have not seen your harvest yet, just because you have not came into your manifestations, or just because you're not exactly where you want to be right now, does not mean things aren't working behind the scenes and you're not going to get there. It's all about creating a foundation. My bad, y'all. He being loud in the background. It's all about creating a foundation brick by brick. And as you're creating this foundation, it's going to be important, collective. You remember, Rome wasn't built overnight. Because of that, it's going to be a reminder that just because you've experienced delays does not mean you've been denied or you're experiencing defeat. Patience is a key right now. And alongside with patience, faith, and faith. Trust in the process right now. Faith in yourself, faith in the Most High, your spiritual, your religious, whatever your practices is right now. The year 2025 have been realigning you guys. I was about to say put you guys in alignment. But a lot of you guys have been realigned. And with this realignment, there's just a couple of necessary lessons you had to overcome just so you had a level of experience and discernment as you break through into this next chapter. Nonetheless, the month of August is going to be very profound. And with this profound, there's profound change. There's a lot of newness, as well as just stepping outside your comfort zone. Now, the next card I have coming out is fertility, the egg stone. And with fertility, this just gives the metaphor rebirth season, giving birth to a new lifestyle. Even contractions and fertility and pregnancy is a metaphor for the journey, and how sometimes if there's no pain, there's no gain. And then the last card I have coming out for the theme of your message is the volcano. And the volcano always reminds me of the throat chakra. Throat chakras talk about no longer being fearful to express yourself, no longer being stagnant or in this self-sacrifice energy. This volcano energy just means that you're no longer dimming your light to comfort other people. And you're no longer overlooking red flags to keep the peace. Outside looking in, for those who are familiar to your energy, people who may have known you since childhood, family members, these people are going to look at you like you're problematic, you're argumentative, hence why the volcano card is out here. But in all reality, you're just coming into your villain stage, and villain stage is not really being a villain, it's just upping your boundaries right now. With you upping your boundaries, you guys are you guys are developing a new level of self-respect. That was a long ass message. So, volcano, beat a mountain, the egg stone. So, this is definitely not going to resonate with everybody. Again, take it how it resonates. But after I said what I said about the self-sacrifice and you guys coming into your villain era, next two cards I have coming out is self-acceptance and compassion. Accepting yourself for who you authentically are, embracing who you are, and not who you think you're supposed to be. Not moving or entering paths that you think you're supposed to be on, but actually following your inner voice and your inner guidance. Now, with this compassion card, this honestly goes back to the villain era. The villain era, you're not supposed to be a bitch. And I tell my clients that all the time, especially my clients that be like, oh, I just be treating these niggas like they ain't shit. I've been in my villain era. Like, that's not the villain era. No. That's called resentment. And you are coming off very bitter. Villain era has nothing to do with resentment or bitterness. If you're in this mentality of the only way you can protect yourself is if you disrespect all men or if you disrespect all women, then you have a lot more healing to do and a lot more self-accountability to accept. That was a really big cup of juice. I'm sorry, y'all. Big ass cup of juice, but okay. Anyways, moving on. So with this self-acceptance that you guys are coming into, you guys are also able to identify your enemies. What's identifying your enemies? This don't mean these are actually people who are out to get you, but these could have been people who have been keeping your holding you back one way or another, allowing your growth to be stunted. I mean, other people can't allow your growth to be stunted, but you guys were just around people who didn't have your best interests at heart. They wanted to see you do good, but they definitely didn't want to see you do better than them collective. And as some of you guys are in this energy of where you are starting to do better, or your potential starting to look a lot brighter to other individuals, these same people that you guys were once attached to, who witnessed your growth, family members, longtime friends, they're becoming intimidated. And this is why self-acceptance is going to be really important at this time. I do see, yeah, envious. It's a lot of envy out here. There's a lot of snakes out here. And with this, I see with this sudden movement here, where if you're initiating this change or you guys are being forced to make these changes, I do see that sooner or later you guys are going to be ripped out of environments, ripped out of friends groups, straying away from family trees. Some of you guys could even be leaving a long-time job. I don't know why. I think I'm going to put my desk back to how it used to be, where I had my balcony behind me, because this plain ass wall just be having me, I don't know. Anyways, you guys are getting ripped out of one environment and you're getting ready to be placed in another. Why? It's because as you guys are coming into self-acceptance, as you guys' foundation is coming together brick by brick, and you're no longer holding back or biting your tongue, oh yeah, you have a lot of people who are envious of you. You have a lot of people who are looking at you like, who does she think she is? Who does he think he is? So it's going to be important, especially during this Mercury retrograde, going into the months of August, that you guys release any resistance right now. Accept people for who they are. Accept people for what they show you. If it's people that have been throwing shade, every time you have good news, they have nothing positive to say about it. These people are not playing a part in building you up. They're not a part of your support system. They're unreliable. Well, then you literally are just holding on to dead weight. That's what it is. It's dead weight. If these people cannot help you at all in no aspect of your life other than feeding your low vibrational side, then that's all the confirmation you need to let you know that you're not missing out on anything, and it is time to cut these people off. Now, this part's not going to resonate with everybody. I really don't even like to talk about legal situations and collective messages because, again, if you like me, you're an L7. We live right out here. But I do see there is legal problems that are coming out. Someone could even be attempted to try to legally blackmail another individual. Honestly, I'm going to tell you what I'm picking up. What I'm picking up right now with this legal blackmail, it could have something to do with like domestic violence. And why did they just show me Haley and DDG? I know with her situation, and I'm not going to speak too much on it because that's Matrix bullshit, but I know one of the reasons why she won her custody date or her custody battle was because she reported an incident that happened, I think, months ago. Because when she reported it that her tooth was chipped and he did all of that, that shit happened months ago. But the statutes of limitation, I think you have like up to a year to 2 years to report abuse. I'm saying that because I want my collective who resonate with this to understand. I don't know if you guys were like in a physical altercation in the beginning of the year, or someone knows about what you do in the streets. I mean, this could be a street pharmacist. This could be a scammer. This is someone who has something over you, if you resonate with this, because everybody's not going to resonate with this. But especially if you're a masculine energy and you have like a physical altercation, which you shouldn't be putting your hands on women anyway. And same with women putting their hands on men. It doesn't matter if months passed. If this is a scoring lover, someone could be trying to look up the statutes of limitations and seeing if they can press charges on you. I know that was a lot, and I'm going to have to dig more into that so I don't leave people on a cliffhanger, but shit. I don't know. Just be careful. This is about another female. Others of you guys, I'm not even trying to create anxiety in the collectives, but there's somebody new here. Where if this is a same-sex relationship, or again, I'm talking to a man, or I'm talking to a woman who was dating a very, very feminine man. Regardless, though, there's a new fling here, and new can go all the way back to the last 14, 15 weeks ago. I don't know, but someone's hiding their true self from them, from you. And I'm getting it as a female. It is feminine energy. So I want to go back to this legal blackmail. This just going to sound like a TV show, man. Like, a lot of people are not going to resonate with this. But for some of you guys, the small few people who are going to resonate with this, some of y'all are fucking an informant. Period, point blank. Again, a million different scenarios. I only hit on 2. But you need to be mindful of the company you're choosing to keep right now, the new people that you're meeting. You need to make sure you're out here living life the right way and not the fast way. Anyways, outside of that, back to just the collective messages, I do see there is a win-win outcome here for you. With this win-win outcome, the ancestors want to reassure you something's all coming together for you. And that goes back to me talking about that slow and steady. Just because you're not exactly where you want to be right now in life does not mean you're not going to get the chance to experience it. And just because you feel like things have been delayed, it's slow, it's taken forever, understand Rome wasn't built in a day. And because of that, you guys have to really look back at your defeating moments, your heartbreaking moments, lessons that you weren't even anticipating to learn. And you have to really acknowledge all that you've learned throughout this year, and the importance and the reason why you had to learn that to help carry you into your next cycle. Regardless, make no mistake, you guys are in alignment to receive exactly what you've been asking for. It's just, and there's a win-win outcome here. All right, let me leave the hell of these cards alone. So I have 2 clients who said they had dreams about me. One of my clients said, she just said it was a couple of months ago. She said she had a dream that I called her and I told her she was getting fat and she better check it before she ends up, I forgot what the fuck she said. Before she ends up letting herself completely go. First of all, I would never in my fucking life tell a client that. Never. A best friend? Yeah, I have before. I definitely told a friend before in the past that she was gaining obsessive weight. And I thought it's because she was emotionally eating. She was pissed. We never been friends ever again. And I've but I've never in my life will ever tell another woman about her weight again. Especially when I've been on my own fitness journey and still sitting here with a fupa. Y'all gotta understand, I got some big ass thighs. I'm thick as fuck. So it's not just gonna go away in a couple of months. It's just I'm compressed. I'm 5 foot even. Anyways, oh, she just hopped out here too. But yeah, and then I had another client text me, ask me if I was okay because she had a dream about me. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on, ancestors? Send me the fucking dreams. But anyways, going back to this win-win outcome, things are getting ready to come together for you. Yeah. So I do see, okay. Let me get my words together. I do see, okay. So I do see you guys still have those who resonate with this. Someone here still has a tainted point of view. Someone's perception or point of view when it comes to their future, themselves, or their life is still tainted. It's still very rooted in the matrix. It's still a lot of either in denial, illusions, misleading, or sold dreams. Someone sold you a dream. I don't know what this is, but someone's tainted perception of the future is also another reason why they are on a hamster wheel. Someone needs to come into acceptance that there's a lot of things they still need to unlearn and relearn. Old ways can't come with you into this new chapter. And as we're getting ready to experience this Lionsgate energy, the full moon energy, and Mercury getting ready to go direct, a lot of these illusions are getting ready to be shattered. It's just like the saying goes, the truth is here to set you free, but first it may piss you off. And a lot of you guys may be pissed off if you come into the realization that someone did sell you a dream. Like, say if this is a 9-to-5 that promised you some type of promotion, but they gave it to somebody else. Or this is like a friend who promised to put you on, but they put somebody else on. It's just something here where someone's been sold a dream, or again, someone's very much well in denial. I made a post the other day. I end up deleting the post because I never want to make people think that like I'm rich or something like that. Like, no, I'm not. I buy food stamps too. Like, but I made a post about people being in denial of their financial statuses. There's a lot of people who was in low income poverty. Like, dead ass. There's low income neighborhoods. They live in low income poverty. You got to hit up churches to pay your utilities. All shit that I've been through. I used to live in the hood, okay? I used to live off of 50th and Ames. And then I went from 50th and Ames to 16th and Spencer. Okay, if you ain't never lived around the 16th, you can't tell me nothing. It was a shooting every day. 2 doors down from me at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, a 13-year-old got shot in the fucking head while my son's at the park. It's the first and only time I ever had to run with my child in a shooting. Usually I'm by myself. More story is I lived in the hood. Plenty of it. I never grew up in the hood. I grew up in a white neighborhood. But in my adult years, I lived in the hood. I've been in the shelter. I've been locked up. So when I say shit and it comes off nonchalantly, it's because I have acceptance. I don't have an illusion of I'm rich and I've been bougie all my life. No, the fuck I haven't. You've seen my childhood photo. It was dusty as hell. Like, used to be bald-headed. So I'm very humble, but I'm very nonchalant because I don't like to make things seem like a big deal. Because when you make things seem like a big deal, that's when people start to carry shame. And there's nothing to be shameful of unless, you're 45 years old and the last 45 years of your life you ain't did shit. That's when shame can probably help you. More story is going back to being in denial. There's a lot of people who are in denial about their finances because they're able to survive and barely stay above water. Because of that, they have no desires to save. They have no desires to educate. They have no desires to go back to school and get another degree. It's a lot of people who are complacent with living in the hood for the rest of their life. It's a lot of people who are complacent with being on assistance for the rest of their life. And that is a very tainted point of view because you're limiting your life experiences. Again, I'm not knocking nobody. I know somebody, I don't talk shit, but I know somebody, again, who lived in the hood their whole life, 16s, their whole life, just for them to grow up and buy a house on 16s. And that same motherfucker is now 47 years old in that house. And it's like your whole entire life to the point you buy a house and you don't even rent it out. Some people want to live and die in the hood forever. Whatever. Me, on the other hand, fuck no. I want diversity, though, because living out west ain't nothing either. Going back to what I'm saying, because I keep having a lot of half thoughts. Moral story is, someone needs to clear their vision. Again, sometimes the truth hurts, but it's meant to set you free. And if you're in denial about your financial status, if you're in denial about your true stability, if you're in denial about your goals turning into practical plans and not just staying in your head, then you need to wake the fuck up. Because there's doers and then there's dreamers. And if you follow me, we're doers. Even if we failed, at least we tried. But if you're a dreamer, this dreamer mentality is going to keep you in poverty, low income for the remainder of your life because you never took those dreams and turned them into practical plans. So you need to ask yourself, with this tainted perception when it comes to your future, are you in denial? Are you misleading yourself when it comes to how you plan to obtain success? Yes, manifestation is real. Magic is real. Speaking things into existence is real. Faith is powerful. But when there's no work or plan behind it, that's when you become delusional. So someone needs to just clean their energy up. Make sure you're not moving off of ego right now. Ego is the need to be validated, to need to be heard, the need to be right. Surrender your ego and unnecessary baggage and start to clear your vision when it comes to how you view your life and how the practical steps you need to make to change your life. I don't know. That's for somebody. Again, all lessons I had to come into. I think I was in denial. I mean, again, I was living the hood being in denial, but I also was in the hood and a television host, but I was in denial until after I got hacked. After I got hacked, that's when I realized, like, there's levels to this shit. Let's just say that. And just because I'm not at the bottom level does not mean I'm at the top level either. So you just got to stop being in denial. And when you're no longer in denial, you're able to actually change what you're able to acknowledge. It's like an alcoholic admitting they're an alcoholic. You can't heal that until you admit that. Once you admit that you're in denial about your finances, or you admit that you're poverty stricken, guess what? Now you can change it. Now you can change it. It's called the 4 Steps to Readiness. They have plenty of books on it. Anyways, moving on from that, I do see that you guys are truth tellers during this Mercury retrograde. You guys could be exposing a lot of truth when it comes to your childhood, when it comes to, I hear, marriage. Some of you guys could have recently left a marriage, or you're thinking about it, or someone recently got married. Someone's telling the truth. Someone's no longer protecting reputations, and because of that, you're being targeted. You're being targeted by liars and narcissists. You're unintentionally exposing people the more you claim your freedom. I see there's still emotional ties here. There's still like a soul tie here, or a tie here that is attached to your energy. Even if you have been celibate and you have not been physically around somebody, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, there's still an energetic pull on your aura. And I see that by the Lionsgate, you guys are going to be put in alignment to free yourself from this bondage. Yeah. Anyways, I see all eyes are on you right now, collective, and you're about to get love bombed from each and every way. And it's not all romantic. You guys are going to get love bombed from your family, your neighbors, your co-workers, your friends, your exes, new people. Love bomb is here. And they're love bombing you because you're glowing. You look exactly how you feel. If you don't feel good right now, you don't think you look good right now, keep in mind this is the month of August. So over these next couple of days, these next couple of weeks, there's definitely a change in the frequency. And I just see that you're going to be attracting a lot of people. You're going to be in magnetic energy. Because of that, be careful, because I do see there's a lot of people who want to humble you or knock you down a few notches. Someone's coming in to purposely cause you pain. Someone's coming in to purposely confuse you. Someone's coming in to lower your self-esteem. And men, I love my men, but usually this is a men's tactic. So it's like at first they give you everything you desire, the flowers, the dates, the whatever, and then they want to devalue you. They want to lower your self-esteem. They want to knock you down a few notches. This could be something that's already happened. Maybe it happened as soon as Mercury retrograde started. But if you find yourself confused, like, why is this person acting like this? I don't understand. Understand that it's done on purpose. They're purposely trying to keep you confused. But you're resilient. So because of this resilience right now, again, you guys need to free yourself. Celibacy, semen retention. Just be mindful of dating right now. It's just not the time to date for some people. Nonetheless, outside of that, good news is coming in. With this good news coming in, so is clarity. It's going to be in your best interest if you keep your good news to yourself, because again, you have a lot of people who want to humble you. Sound like a personal read. You know how many motherfuckers want to humble me? And the craziest part is, I'm so fucking humble. I'm just not somebody that walks with my head down. Like, I'm just nonchalant. I'm unapologetic, I guess. It's just, you know how many motherfuckers come in with this love bomb, that nice, nasty, fake compliments. You look good, this, that, and that. Like, I know your angle. You coming in, whispering sweet nothings, so you think you could get me locked just to knock me down a few notches. Come on now, it's the oldest game in the book. I was just talking to my client last night about the book, The 48 Laws of Power, and how most men who go crazy over that book and want to reference it to everybody, those men are usually manipulators. Then we start talking about Dr. Umar and the spells that Dr. Umar uses when he speaks. He literally says it, though. He says it out his mouth. He learned it from the 48 Laws of Power. It's dark psychology. It teaches you how to manipulate people or manipulate your way to the top. I read the book twice in my early 20s. But it didn't take until my brain was fully developed by 25 when I realized, oh, shit. I mean, it takes a wolf to kill a wolf, and I mean, I don't know. Let me not get off topic. And it's so crazy. The next card I have out is Demonic Lifestyle. Again, I'm not saying people who read that book's Demonic Lifestyle, but just understand everybody's not studying psychology to help and heal. Some people will want to get to the top no matter who they step on. Okay, outside of that, what was the last thing I said? Good news is coming in along with some clarity. Keep this good news to yourself because this good news has something to do with a promising offer. This is something that you could have been waiting on all freaking year, all months, all week, whatever it is. It's coming. It's promised to you. It's owed to you. But at the very same time, something's dangerous towards your mental and emotional health. Something's dangerous towards your promising offer. It's demonic energy. You could call it the devil's distraction, if you will. And it's coming in all things you think you want or like. Even men, this could be a very attractive woman, someone you could have had a crush on for years, but you thought, man, I can't afford her. You finally get the money to afford her, and you realize this is a whole succubus, okay? This is a demon, okay, in the flesh. All things you think you want is going to be the very thing that keeps you stuck in place, falling off and evolving backwards. So right now it's just going to be best if you focus on your karmatic success. You can't experience this without having people like this coming in after that. And ain't nobody gonna give me my fucking props. But I unintentionally predicted that Hawaii shit. I literally made a post the other day because I was talking to my son about yin and yang and how you can't experience heaven on earth unless you go through hell. It's a duality or polarity, I mean. And because of that, it's like you guys already experienced a certain level of suffering. You've already experienced a certain level of slow movement. I don't know. And it's like, as you guys are getting ready to come into your heaven on earth, there's more experiences coming in to distract you. Why? Because this is earth. And there's a prayer. I don't remember the prayer by heart, and I'm not about to butcher it. But there was a part in it where it says you have to accept the world as it is and not how you would want it to be. And when I read that, I'm like, man, only if so many humans can read this shit. It's not about how you want it to be. It will never be how you want it to be because you're only God in your life. You have to accept the world as it is. You have to accept the matrix as it is. You got to accept these humans as it is and not as you want it to be. So yes, there's always going to be a challenge with every come up. There's always going to be another lesson with every elevation. That's just what life is. And it's going back to the yin and yang of life. I'm getting off topic. But I was teaching my son about moral and natural evils. It's a topic that we talk about a lot. Especially when we talk about natural disasters, Mother Nature, and things like that. More of what I'm trying to say is, this is like the third moral. But again, this energy is coming in because you're coming into this. And the ancestors are testing you to see how much have you really learned from your past experiences. How much have you really healed from your past experiences. And what are you willing to sacrifice to get to this? Because it's sacrifice for sure. You can't have two things at once. You can't party with the devil and God at the same time. Just can't do it. Nonetheless, I do see that some of you guys are working on a master plan here, Rev. This is with your finances, your career, your stability. There's something here where you're working on a master plan and they're telling you to keep going. Again, take it day by day. Inhale, exhale, breathe, and pray. Get rooted in your spiritual routines, hygienes, and things like that. I see there's someone here that's going to be going viral. Or it's a situation here that's going to be going viral, and it's honestly about a toxic relationship. Should I pull more on that? I don't know. Someone's never going to change, and you're definitely wasting your time. This is someone that's already put you through a lot. But there's something here about a toxic attraction and a trauma bond that's going to be going viral. Resentment. So someone's trying to go lie to humiliate another person, and in the same sense, they're going to end up humiliating themselves. Yeah, what's done out of anger always leads into shame. And then I see a physical fight here as well. Something's going viral. I don't like to pick up this fighting energy. It's been a lot of fighting lately. But there's a lot of obsession here. There's a scorned lover who's still obsessed with their ex, a fling, whatever this energy is. There's a false divine masculine or a false divine feminine. So this is someone who tries to carry themselves in like a high regard, but it's all an act. They don't have any self-respect. They're low vibrational, but they pretend to live a high vibrational life. And I don't know if this is a male or a female. I can't. They're both out here on the table. But someone's going to be going viral for all the wrong reasons. And it's going to lead to a fight or a really big conflict. If this is you, because I do have a confirmation here that says be honest about your behavior. So that is accountability here. If this is you, just remember whatever's done out of anger always, always, always ends in shame. It always does. And I know this new generation doesn't really believe in shame. I don't have a lot of young people on my page. Well, I don't consider 24 and younger is young to me. After you're 25, you're young, but you're not that young. You're old enough to know better. I don't give no excuses to a 25-year-old. That's when their brain is fully developed. But someone here needs to be honest about their behavior. Red, this is you, someone else, but someone's doing something off pure resentment. And I said in the beginning of the reading, entering your villain era does not mean resentment and bitterness. If you're in that energy, you still have a lot more healing to do and a lot more work to do. Someone's obsessed with humbling somebody. I keep seeing that. Someone wants somebody humbled. All right. What else should I be pulling? Let me pull some of these. All right. What else does the collective need to know? Clear, cancel, and release. It's so simple. Do not internalize the actions and the words of another person. How they treat you is a reflection of them, not of you. Ooh, wait. Yeah. Literally, back to back. Clear, cancel, and release. And then I have resilience and manifestations. Bouncing back from setbacks. Emerging stronger. Phoenix rising from the ashes. All you have to do is cut these people off. This person off. This mentality off. An old way of living, an old way of being that's just not going to serve you, especially not in 2026. Yeah. So I do see make friends, heal, and transform. So with make friends, heal, and transform, this reminds me of the conversation I had with my client last night, because she do not fuck with women. And I get it. A lot of us don't. But you have to understand, the world didn't hurt you, just a few people did. And what I was telling her last night is, which I've told a lot of y'all plenty of times, but your trust issues is an illusion. The only thing you're scared to trust is yourself and your discernment, because nobody's obligated to tell you the truth. Because of that, you need to build a better relationship with yourself. When you have a better relationship with yourself, when you have an actual connection with the ancestors, the Most High, whatever it is that you believe in, it is a lot more easier to trust your intuition when those red flags start to go off. So because of that, a lot of you guys need to work on learning how to trust yourself again, trust your intuition, and stop putting that responsibility on people who don't owe you anything. People can look you dead in your eyes and lie to you straight in your face, and nothing's going to come from it. They're not going to go to jail or prison. They might experience karma, but you have to understand, don't nobody owe you shit. It is your responsibility to protect yourself, mind, body, and soul. Once you start to take accountability and responsibility of your life and yourself 100%, then you're going to be able to trust yourself when it comes to navigating your journey more, if that makes sense. More of what I'm trying to say is you guys are going to have to meet new people. That's just a part of life. If you don't want to meet no more new people, then consider your growth stunted. New people bring out new experiences. New experiences gives you new wisdom, whatever. But I do see that the ancestors want you to become open to making friends. And then my next card is grow up. Make friends, heal, transform, and then it's time to grow up, continue to have patience, and start to embody the self-confidence. It's time to grow up. All right, I'm going to pull a couple more of these, and then I might dive into finance. Why am I even shuffling these cards like this? I never do. Okay. So it's time to grow up. Next card out I have is Angels and Demons. It's you versus you. Limited free will. Every action and decision you make is either leading you towards self-improvement and self-destruction. It is your responsibility to listen to your intuition. Nobody is obligated to tell you the truth. No matter how hard your life has been, no matter how much suffering you have experienced, how many betrayals you have gone through, no one's going to take it easy on you because you've been through shit. No one. Because of that, stop assuming somebody will by trauma dumping on them. These people are taking this shit and using it against you. You're talking about people who are playing chess, and you're giving them all the answers to. You're giving them the key sheet to how to destroy you. And I overly explain that is because, again, I had a lot of clients who used to be people pleasers and who used to think just because they had a hard life, people in the world supposed to take it easy on them. I had a hard life. You think anybody ever took it easy on me? I just told you there's motherfuckers out here that's trying to humble me, that want to knock me down a few notches when I went majority of my life with low self-esteem. Majority of my life, I was poor. I was raised by a single father drug addict, okay? You think them kids at school gave a fuck? No, I was all types of dusties and bald-headed. More of what I'm saying is nobody gives a fuck. I might, of course, I will. But when you enter the real world, nobody gives a fuck. So because of that, you guys need to make sure you're not setting yourself up to get hurt again because you're carrying that expectation and that entitlement that someone's supposed to come and save you. No, you're supposed to save yourself. You're supposed to have responsibility over your life. These are your angels. These are your demons. This is your world. My nail look dirty, y'all, but I promise it's from that goddamn sage. Anyways, there's a cycle that's going to be over soon and lessons are going to be learned. And this is the reason why some of you have to hold off when it came to your manifestations, because there was still just a lot of mental work you had to do. There was still a lot of maturity you had to come into too. And it's nothing to be ashamed of. Shit, I'm about to be 30 in a couple of months. And I literally have to have my doctor tell me that I need to wear my glasses. Like, she was irritated with me, and I felt like a little ass kid in there. Like, I can't believe this woman has to tell me this. But it's because I sabotaged my eyesight by straining them. And that got to the point where my shit is fucked. I can see, barely. No, I really can see. I can see real good. Let me not say barely. I just can't see far away. Well, I guess it's not considered far away. I consider it far away. Anyways, though, it's another level of maturity. And it's like, damn, I'm still 29 years old and still got to come into maturity when it comes to certain aspects of my life. So it's nothing to be humiliated about. I really believe that growing is a forever process. Especially if you didn't have nobody in your life that took the time out to teach you shit. Like how to take care of yourself better. By getting glasses, or I don't know, survival mode, man. Once you've been in survival mode for so long, even when you don't have to be in survival mode no more, there's just certain shit you still got that mentality of. Like, I could get glasses. That's not the problem. But it's that survival mode. Like, why I get glasses if I can still see? Now look at me. But it's just maturity, mental growth and maturity that the collective is still going through. And this is why some of the lessons could have felt so hard. But the enemy is literally just the inner you. It's the inner me, enemy. It's you versus you. You're fighting your own demons. These ain't spiritual attacks. This isn't the devil trying to pull you down. I do see there is some devil distractions here. But it's up to you and your higher self to have discipline over these distractions. All right, let me stop because I think in my last live I was sounding like somebody mama on there. All right, let me get ready to, I'm going to dive into finances. Then I'm going to get ready to get off here. All right, to conclude, or get ready to conclude the collective reading, what should they know about some finances? Closed-minded and competition. Closed-minded, sometimes you fail to see the infinite possibilities and opportunities that are available to you. That goes back to what? That tainted perception. Some of you guys can't see the opportunities that are being given to you because you're in denial that you don't realize you need these opportunities. You have a tainted perception when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your success, your future security. Competition. Remember, there is no competition if you are truly original. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? I ain't gonna lie, somebody made a post the other night in my city talking about who's a reader or anybody know a reader. And of course my clients and my followers start tagging me. And I promise I'm not trying to sound arrogant, because the ancestors, y'all know I love y'all. But I get on a post, right? Because I do not like to, I don't follow people who do the same thing as me unless you're a client of mine or a follower of mine, or I don't know. Anyway, I'm just looking around to see, you know, who all the readers are that's getting posted. After I seen all the readers that was getting posted, there was even a reader in there called like a celebrity reader, a celebrity tarot. Got 1 million followers on Instagram. As I'm looking through this, I knew for a fact, I said, she gonna choose me. A minute later, she chose me to book. And then a couple of minutes later, I start getting all these ads and all these follows and things like that. More of what I'm trying to say is, followers don't motherfucking matter. A motherfucker have 1 million followers and still ain't touching on shit. 2, there is no competition. You know why? You know how I was able to know that that client was going to choose me out of everybody that was tagged? Because when I went through their profiles, all of them had the same personality except me. And I'm not shade. There is no shade here. Yeah, it can't. Even if you took it as shade, it takes 2 to argue. You can't argue with me. I'm gonna block you. It's life. I mean, Wonder Bread and Sara Lee still sells bread. It's all types of bread companies at Walmart. We all winning. But the more of what I'm trying to say is, I'm original. I've never switched nothing up in the last 7 years. Maybe I do need to switch certain shit up. Some of these cars is old as fuck. But I'm me. I never tried to switch up to fit in, and I don't sell dreams. I actually give out harsh truths. Because of that, that's what makes me stand out. Again, I got, 1,800 followers? I done unfriended 200 at the beginning of the year. They all added me back in the middle of the year. More of what I'm saying is, and again, I say it humbly, I do. But there is no such thing as competition. I'm telling you, every single time, not every time, because now that I'm saying it, the ancestors are going to humble me. And I should have never said it, because some shit you should keep to yourself. But almost every single time, I'm tagged in a post with a whole bunch of readers who have way more followings than me, who's way more popular than me, or whatever the case is. Every single time I get the client. Every single time. Every time. I put that on my ancestors. I put that on my whole soul and my whole spiritual practice. Every single time. And I'm looking like, damn, this person really got 1 million followers on Instagram. That's crazy. And they still didn't choose them. It's not about that shit. People, them likes and followers do not matter. Just like if Facebook didn't cut their pay down, let me shut up, because, again, some shit you just need to keep to yourself. That's how you stay winning. Anyways, retreat. Sometimes taking a break is the best thing you can do to gain clarity and fresh perspectives. Empowerment and experiment. Empowerment. Are you ready to fully step into your power and accept the responsibility that comes with it? That goes back to what I was saying earlier about you guys needing and having to take responsibility over your life. You have to. No one's coming to save you, and nobody's obligated to keep it real for you, to you. Get my damn words together. Because of that, you have to come into your empowerment. You have to come into acceptance, man. Or you're going to be a victim for the rest of your life. It's going, oh, woe, it's me. Life isn't fair. No, life is not fair. It's not fair for the lions and the deers and the gazelles and zebras either. But they still living and procreating. You got to... Anyways, let me move on. Experiment. When you find yourself feeling indecisive about which direction to go, don't be afraid to experiment with multiple options to figure out what works best for you. Stepping outside your comfort zone, changing your perception and your point of view. I don't even know where that fucking card went. That goes back to being closed-minded. Yeah, and all 3 of these go hand in hand. You need to step outside your comfort zone, be willing to experiment so you can find what is your niche and what is for you. All right, let me pull a couple more of these and I'm about to get off. I ain't ate nothing all day today. I'm about to eat. Harmony, real passion, and signs. I hate, like, these are financial cards, but you know, they have to sexualize every fucking thing on a financial card, though. Anyways, harmony. It's important for you to have a quiet, peaceful work atmosphere in order for you to thrive. Working at home or for yourself is best. I know that is not an option for everybody, but anybody who has been contemplating what they should do, this is your confirmation. Real passion. Stop wasting time in dead-end jobs and find your true passion. It's fine to experiment. Don't settle for less than what you truly deserve. There goes that experiment card again. That card just talks about stepping outside your comfort zone. And signs. You're putting together the pieces of a puzzle from signs you are getting. Pay attention to the coincidences you're experiencing. That goes all the way to Lionsgate. I guess I'll put something more financial. But you guys are going to continue to get signs and synchronizing messages on what's to come. All right, so those of you who are entrepreneurs, who are thinking about entrepreneurship, I have a successful business here. And if you haven't started your business yet, I see that the ancestors are telling you not to be afraid because all your needs are going to be met. I do have some type of landscaping, gardening, outside work here that someone could be doing. You guys could be noticing increasing your finances in the month of August. Some of you guys are musicians, singers, rappers, DJs, promoters. Some of you guys are writing a book, poetry. It's a poetry night tomorrow, y'all, in my city, and I'm really thinking about going. Those of y'all don't know, I used to write music, and I used to have some of the best fucking poems. I mean, of course, I have the gift of gab. I just don't write as much as I used to, but I said I should write one tonight and go tomorrow. I don't know. But anyways, poetry. Whatever this is, when it comes to this industry, I have a double confirmation. All your needs are going to be met. So someone's worried about what they're lacking here. Like they don't have enough supporters. They don't have enough finances. They don't have enough material. They don't look professional enough. They don't look good enough. Whatever it is, double confirmation. All your needs are going to be met. You guys just have to initiate it. You guys have to start the process. I do see, be mindful of scammers here. They're everywhere. In garnishment. So again, be mindful of scammers. So I don't know if a scammer is going to try to garnish somebody's account. I don't know. I'll show you. So I don't be pulling shit out my ass. But just be mindful of scammers here. Anyways, your friends and family members are becoming intimidated by what you're creating. That's because of that. Just be mindful who you're experiencing, telling your moves to. Some of you guys are culinary art, chef. You work in a kitchen. This could be fast food. Desserts, bakery, something like that. Financial increase is coming your way. Maybe after you guys felt like you endured some type of loss, a loss in wages, someone could feel like they're financially unstable, whether they're in this food industry or not. I do see that there is going to be a shift that's getting ready to come when it comes to your money, and your money is going to be looking good, collective. Again, this is something you really have to keep to yourself because someone's after your money. You have a lot of pocket watchers around you, and it's so crazy. Next cards I was gaining abundance. You have a lot of pocket watchers on watching you. I even pulled out earlier that all eyes are going to be on you. So you're going to have to, oh, here it is right here. You guys are going to have to move in silent. If you're seeking validation, if you're one of those people who like to promote FOMO culture, I'm telling you right now, you're going to fumble your bag. Your come up's going to be for a season. There's no longevity to it. Because it's like you guys barely got your foot in the door when it comes to your new beginning, and you're being boastful, and this boastful energy might turn around and humble you. So keep it to yourself right now. I do see some of you guys who are like in a hair career, hairstylist, hair oils, hair care, whatever this is. Some of you guys can feel like you're being delayed, or your money's not where it wants to be. That's going to be changing. And then the only reason I'm citing right now is because I even see a relocation here as well. So some of you guys could be like moving to a new suite, or you're getting your first salon. You're working on that. I don't know. And then others of you are going to be moving into a new home. There's a change in stability here. And with this change in stability, you've been delayed, but you have not been denied. You guys need to let go of stress right now. I see that the ancestors is matching your frequency. So if you are being financially irresponsible, or you're not showing the ancestors, the most high universe, whatever, that you really want this move or you really want this newness, then you're not pulling it in. If anything, you're pushing it further away, creating more delays. Someone needs to get a little bit more responsible when it comes to their finances, so the most high can be able to meet you guys halfway. And again, they can allow all your needs to be met. But if you're sabotaging yourself, then of course your needs aren't going to be met, because what are they meeting? I do see, regardless, though, someone's going to be moving very soon. Some of you guys, it's almost look like an eviction. Everybody's not an eviction. Eviction could be a metaphor. But again, all your needs are going to be met, whatever the case is. I do see if you're waiting to launch a project, if you're waiting to start a business, go ahead and start this business. This may not even be a new business. This could have something to do with some unfinished business, something you talked about. Maybe you started, you half-assed, you didn't see it through. See something through, because there is a lot of financial abundance to obtain in this. Yeah. All right, let me get ready to get off here, because I keep saying that I'm actually really hungry. And I promised my son we could go somewhere for lunch. Okay. Anyways, right now it's the time for you to lighten your load. Drop the dead weight. Stop carrying unnecessary baggage for people who can't do shit for you. These people can't do shit for you but help distract you and help you escape. Distractions and escape is the reason why a lot of people are on hamster wheels. They're in denial, or they have a tainted perception about their future. It's like the hamster wheel. The harder I work, the faster I run, I can finally get somewhere, but you're just going in circles faster than the usual. Sometimes hard work does not help. Sometimes you need to cut the people off. You can do everything right under the sun, but if you have no sense of direction and you got the wrong people around you, you're still going to experience life in survival mode like you ain't put no work in. Your surroundings and the company you choose to keep plays a big part of who you will be in the future. Some of you guys are going through a transformation. You guys are waking up to your beauty. Men, you guys are becoming more handsome. And then I have healing. And healing ain't easy. Confidence. The things you went through may have made you feel like you were suffering, but at the same time, this is what's healing you. This is what's maturing you. This is what's helping you grow. I know I said I was going to end it, but I'm going to put a couple more of these and end it. Ugh, my balcony door is open and the neighbors and brought their kids out. I know they probably think I'm a witch. I love kids. I do love kids. I just don't like a lot of them. My goddamn neighbors. They Pakistan, so like they be like 3 kids in diapers. Like, how's that? These motherfuckers ain't school age and you're pregnant? Gotta get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me not laugh, because I mean, people can go years without getting pregnant and end up with 3 kids and 2 baby daddies when they're 40. It can happen to anybody at any time. That's why I always tell people, don't be like, okay, that's good, but you still got to survive the rest of your life and make it to what the fuck is that shit, menopause, before you think you can celebrate. It's just like people like, I don't got no STDs, and it's good. It's really good, but you have to make it the remainder of your life like this. So let's not celebrate too soon, and let's not talk about people. Let's just focus on our journey and surviving Earth. I don't know why I'm saying that. It's because, again, I like kids. I just don't like a whole lot of kids in one area. It just gets way too loud, dysfunctional. They mean, they nasty. It's disgusting. They got the green snot. Anyways, okay, so get ready to conclude your work. Conclude your reading. It's so crazy because the last card I said was healing. I said healing is hard work. This is double confirmation. Healing is hard work, but it's necessary. They're not called the greatest lessons for no reason, and they're not learned in pain for no reason. I see again several confirmations collective. August, Lionsgate, money is going to be looking good for those who deserve it. But I also see, yeah, some of you guys, this goes back to a viral couple or someone using their resentment, anger, scorn, lover, trying to humiliate somebody else. This is who this is going to resonate for. You need to ask yourself, are you stirring the pot? Are you playing a part in a situation you should be withdrawing your energy from? Or is your ego and your resentment allowing you to turn into the people who have hurt you? Because then you'll be evolving backwards. We don't match energies here. Why would we ruin years, months worth of progress to be on the same level as this motherfucker? Come on now, man. Doors are opening for you. And with these doors opening, again, that goes back to that hamster wheel energy, Groundhog Day. Get out of Groundhog Day and just walk through the new fucking doors. But keep in mind, old ways can't come through these new doors. And that's why some of you guys feel like you have been getting a ancestral whooping when it comes to some of the things you have allowed in your life for so long. Regardless, knowing you should be a privilege. Because of that, it's time for you guys to keep your energy exclusive. All right, I'm about to conclude this reading and eat. All right, to conclude this reading, be proud of yourself for how far you have worked. Rev, this is mental, or how far. Be proud of yourself for how hard you have worked. Rev, this is mental, spiritual, or physical. Faith is trust in the process, even when you don't understand the plan. Time to change habits. Old ways won't open new doors. You will be amazed at what you attract once you start to believe in yourself. Stop trying to do everything one at a time. Stop trying to do everything at once and knock things out one at a time. You will get a lot more done the right way. And there's growing pains to growth. Remember what you're doing this for. And I'm going to pull one more random one. Now, these some old-ass raggedy cards. Your hard work has finally paid off. Well done and good job. And then acceptance. Stop lying to yourself and making excuses. Rev, you're making excuses for yourself. You're making excuses for other people. It's time to be no longer in denial. And I know sometimes the truth I speak is harsh. But you know how many people in their 50s and 60s spent more than half their life being in denial? That's like my dad. My dad got almost every disease known to man. Hypertension, heart disease, COPD, and some more shit, right? Probably about 5 years ago, maybe 7, probably about 7 years ago was the last time my dad talked about making $1 million one day. And again, I'm not knocking nobody. Everybody grows up and thinks they're going to be a million, or, you know, we all have this perception because of TV, movies. Just like romantic comedies have really fucked up women when it comes to how we view men. It's we grow up and we're programmed by these programs. We're indoctrinated. So we keep these illusions and these fairy tales in our head. And as sickly as my dad is, just 7 years ago, he stopped talking about being a millionaire. Now he's on an oxygen tank. The chances of my dad being a millionaire, it's probably like 1% because he doesn't do anything. He doesn't even pursue talents. Saying that is, my dad used to be a rapper when I was younger. I grew up in a studio. But I'm saying all this is because my dad is, shit, I don't know how old my dad was born in 1964. Got an old ass daddy. But I'm saying all this because more than half my dad's life, he has grown up being in denial about his future, in denial about his destiny and the path he's on, in denial about his financial status. And since he spent, shit, I guess 30, 40 years in denial, now that he's in his 60s on an oxygen tank, taking 10 pills a day, he's miserable. Because had he woke up at least 10 years ago, he could have did something with his life. But instead, just like, you know, everybody got that one uncle who 55 years old talk about something. Yeah, when I get rich, I'm going to get me a Mustang. But does nothing. Does nothing. You know, you go to your temp service job and you drink your beer on the weekend. You don't meet people who could put you in that position. You don't go back to school to gain more money. You do absolutely nothing to turn your dreams into practical plans. That's the world we live in. That's the matrix. To keep you programmed into believing one day it has to happen for you. And then you end up wasting your whole life waiting on a moment that you never even worked towards. So although my words might sound harsh, I learned quick. I learned quick as fuck. I've been around rich people. I've been in rich environments. Not all that. I've been around successful people. I have made people successful, whether they want to give me my props or not. Y'all know exactly who. I have done so much, so I know it's possible. I know it's possible. But you have to make sure you're not in denial. In denial about your financial obligations. How responsible are you? How mature are you? Like I said, I just the other day, I went to my doctor's appointment. 29-year-old woman, and I got to be told to wear my glasses and that I'm fucking up and I need to do better. And I can't do nothing but put my head down because she's fucking right. I need to grow the fuck up. So again, when I say shit with confidence because usually everything I teach, I've already processed in my own life. You don't want to be in denial forever. I'm not trying to ruin nobody's hopes and dreams. Hold on, baby. I'm almost done. I'm not trying to ruin no one's hopes and dreams. You can listen to this too. But you have to be able to turn dreams into practical plans. If not, you're just dreaming and being delusional. Everybody won't be successful in this lifetime. Everybody won't be a millionaire. Hell, everybody won't have kids. Everybody won't get married. The theme of dying alone is an illusion. You know how many 60, 70, and 50-year-olds are single right now and have always been throughout human history? Not just this new generation. Throughout human history. Y'all know what a romance scam is? It's a whole TV show on YouTube. Go watch it. It's when people from, I'm not saying they're all from Africa. Some of them being from India and shit. They be preying on these older people and have been doing this for years because these old people are lonely and rich. I'm getting way the fuck off topic. The more what I'm trying to say is either you're going to wake up or you're going to be asleep forever. My dad woke up when he was on an oxygen tank. Imagine how the fuck he feel. And everybody else around him already knew his future except him. Why? Because when I get rich, when I get rich, when I get rich, he had a tainted perception of his future with entitlement that things were going to be given to him with no expectations to work for it. It don't work like that. Just like if you're in denial about if you're in poverty or not. It's okay if you are. Honestly, I haven't met nobody who hasn't experienced it. The thing about it is, if you continue to be in denial about being in poverty or low income, then you will be in that energy forever. But if you wake up and realize, hey, I'm actually fucking poor, let me do something about it. You can't change what you don't acknowledge. Anyways, that's my little TED talk. Please like, share, comment, or follow. And until next time, guys, peace.